What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Thanos from the Infinity War series. Here we do have Thanos complete. I am so excited to finally have him built. Does this figure live up to the hype? There's only one way to find out. Stay tuned to the rest of his review. And here we have Thanos fully posed and fully assembled, and I have to say, at first I really wasn't feeling this figure, but having him in hand more, I really do like the way he handles, and he doesn't come with any accessories. Being the Build-A-Figure, he's actually an accessory to every figure, with the exception of Iron Man. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at Thanos. I think one of my criticisms about this figure is actually the face sculpt. Now, I'm not saying that the sculpt is bad, it's just he kind of looks like a Californian raisin, and the fact that it's a really glossy paint doesn't really help. If it was a matte finish, it wouldn't look that bad. But overall, I still like the sculpting in it. I just wish that it wasn't as glossy as it is. You can see his eyes are really nicely painted, although it does look like Thanos is really tired, that he needs a couple of hours of sleep. He also kind of does look like Bruce Willis. Something I will point out, and I've noticed this on actual images of Thanos from Infinity War, is that his armor right here should actually have some sort of engraving in it. This figure, it just has the flat gold right here. The actual movie does have engravings all throughout this piece, so I think they just omitted this because it's an early design, or they just couldn't find the sculpting for it. But you can see Thanos has a lot of sculpting going throughout his torso. I really do like the fact that his belt does look like it loops in and out. On the one arm, it's a bare skin. We do have the lines running through his skin, going all the way down to his fist. And then on the left arm, we do have those exact same lines running down, but they run into the Infinity Gauntlet. And I have to say, they did a really good job sculpting and painting, although I believe it's just molded plastic. But it does appear like when they painted the Infinity Stones themselves were just an afterthought, because you can, I don't know if you guys can see, but the orange one isn't really painted all that well, and it just looks like globs of paint rather than actual gems. Which is a little unfortunate, because the gauntlet has a lot of nice details, and all this is sculpted in, so I really do like that. Moving back onto the figure itself, you can see he has brown pants, more of that gold trim on his boots going into his knee pads. We have some gold on his boots, and then his boots are actually a darker shade of, I think these are black, while his pants are gray or brown, whatever you want to call it. But I really do like the way this figure looks, and like I said, the more I handle this figure, the more it's actually growing on me. So with that out of the way, let's actually get a quick comparison between Thanos and a few other figures you may have in your collection. And here we have a quick comparison of Proxima Midnight posed next to Thanos, as well as the Iron Spider. And so here we have Infinity War Thanos posed next to Deadpool, and the Walmart exclusive Thanos. Let's actually move Deadpool off camera really fast, just so you can see a size comparison between the two Thanos. And they do scale really well, although you can see the new Infinity War Thanos is just a hair taller than the Walmart exclusive Thanos. And they're both really nice figures, although this one has a lot of loose joints, and this one feels more solid. And between the two of them, really hard to say which one I like. They're both two different Thanoses from two different mediums, so you gotta take it with what it is. I do like this movie Thanos, and the gauntlet is better on him, but I kind of like comic Thanos a little more. With that out of the way, let's actually move on to Thanos' articulation. He does have a ball joint in the head, which does let him go up and down. He does tilt side to side slightly. Head is on a swivel, so he moves left and right. His neck is hinged, which lets him look up and down quite a bit. Arms on a ball joint go out to about that far, not 100% horizontal, but close enough. He rotates at the shoulder, swivels at the bicep, Single jointed at the elbow. We do have a wrist hinge, which on the Infinity Gauntlet, it's really stiff, but it is there, and it does move. His right arm doesn't give me nearly as much trouble. So we do get some movement in there. He has an ab crunch which goes back about that far, forward about that far, so not the greatest range, but it is there. He swivels at the waist. Legs go forward, back, and out quite a ways. He swivels at the thigh. He is double jointed in the knee, although it does give me a little bit of problems bending the knee because it's such a stiff joint. And then we get a hinge in the ankle, which goes forward and back, as well as forward-facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, a nice-looking figure. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll finish off this review. So sit tight, everyone. And here we have Infinity War Thanos posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like the way this figure came out. There are some things I would improve on him. Maybe painting the Infinity Gauntlets a metallic color would have been better. And giving him a different head sculpt, because the smiling one just doesn't do it for me. Although, I really would have loved to see an armored version of Thanos. I am still really glad we got an MCU Thanos. Now, the Infinity War series is hitting stores right now. I do feel this wave came off as a little rushed. There were a few gems in it, and I really like the comic series figures more than the cinematic universe figures. But it's still a really solid wave, and if you can collect all the figures, I really do think Thanos is a figure you want to have in your collection. It is growing on me. Now, I did find the entire wave on Big Bad Toy Store, and I did order them all, so if you haven't already done so, go to the Big Bad Toy Store to order your Infinity War Marvel Legends series. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Marvel Legend videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.